Meanwhile, the fallout from crippling delays at the port will be most visible on the road between Auckland and Whangārei. From tomorrow, 800 additional trucks will be travelling up and down the State Highway 1 route. That's because nearly 1,200 containers of Christmas stock need unloading from the cargo ship Constantinos P, which was diverted to NorthPort because of the log jam at Auckland's port. A dozen trucks will leave NorthPort every hour from 6 a.m. till midnight for the next 7 days. Empty trucks will then make the return journey for another load. State Highway 1 cuts straight through the middle of Wellsford, a town of just over 2,000 people, about an hour and a half north of Auckland. So how are locals there feeling about an extra 800 trucks rumbling along their already chocker main street? Reporter Nick Trubridge and cameraman Nick Monroe went to find out.
I'm in Wellsford, and as you can see, State Highway 1 runs straight through the town. And over the coming days, they're expecting an influx of hundreds of trucks making the trip from NorthPort down to Auckland. Some of them will be making the trip up and down multiple times. And it's fair to say locals aren't happy about the extra traffic.
It's just constant noise that you can't turn around, you can't pull out of streets. It just never stops.
And so the prospect of, they're saying as many as 12 additional trucks an hour going down to Auckland, a lot of them turning around and making the trip back. How are you feeling, or how do you think locals are feeling about the prospect of that?
Well, it is stopping a lot of people coming into town because they just can't park anywhere. You can't cross the road safely. We've got one pedestrian crossing. They don't do 50 k's, and it's a bit of a nightmare, really.
Generally, it's not so good for us because of all the noise that comes through all the shops, and the less trucks that are on the road, the better. It seems a bit strange. We've got a big railway track just there, and it's not seen to be utilised as much as what I think it could be used as, And this is State Highway 1, and we've got pedestrian crossings and people trying to cross all the time, and some of the trucks that come through here quite quickly, and they always seem to be beeping at cars trying to pull out, so there is a lot of congestion and sort of a choking point in Wellsford, I think, for traffic generally.
It's pretty awful. There's pretty much trucks going. Every third car is pretty much a truck, and all the roadworks just get demolished by trucks going through, and definitely think it would be awful if people came, especially because when a truck comes past it shakes the whole store and all of our products. And I think it also makes people who are just driving cars but antsy because they're behind trucks, they want to get to work, and so when you cross the pedestrian they're not that careful. Like at least once a day you'll be on the pedestrian and someone will not stop for you. It's pretty dangerous actually, but yeah, it's not ideal at all.